What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. Quarterback Cam Newton has finally found a home. Signed a 1 year, $1.5 million base salary deal with the New England Patriots. It's an incentive laden contract which could pay the quarterback, if he meets all his incentives, $7.5 million for 1 year. Now he's going to get thrown into the quarterback contest with Jared Stidham and Brian Hoyer. So there'll be three quarterbacks battling for the starting quarterback position for the New England Patriots for this upcoming season. Smart move by Bill Belichick. You know, with the situation we're in right now as a country, or the coronavirus going on, you're going to need three competent quarterbacks. Just in case one of them, God forbid, get diagnosed with coronavirus, you'll still have two other capable quarterbacks that are capable of winning games for the New England Patriots. So a smart move by Bill Belichick to bring in Cam Newton. A lot of people speculated that Cam Newton would end up in New England Patriots early on in the free agency period. Didn't come to fruition right off the bat. And with the New England Patriots failing to draft a quarterback in this upcoming draft, and bringing in a couple of free agents from the college football ranks, a lot of the talk of him going to the New England Patriots quickly died down. But now they've actually come to fruition, a couple of weeks before the start of training camp. Now, Cam Newton and New England Patriots is going to be kind of interesting pairing. You look at the offense that they ran under Tom Brady and Josh McDaniel. It was a timing offense. It was a quarterback who delivered from the pocket, a quarterback who relied on his running backs out in the flat to drop the ball off to them if the defense was giving them a certain looks. It was a quarterback that in the receivers that had to be on the same position. The quarterback had to be in the right spot at all times for Tom Brady to have confidence enough to deliver them the ball throughout the football game. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires, because Cam Newton is a quarterback that is a guy that can run and throw. He's a guy that relies on his athletic ability. He has a big arm, and he's a quarterback that is not the most accurate quarterback in the NFL, as his career percentages have been around 59% throughout his career. So he's not a quarterback that actually relies on time. He's a quarterback that can run, like I said. He can get outside the pocket, make plays outside the pocket, ad-lib, and can make big plays and big throws down the field. So they're going to have to obviously adjust the offense if he's indeed becomes the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots. Now, what does this say about Stidham? Stidham was a quarterback that was getting high praise from the New England Patriots organization, in particular Bill Belichick, as he had a nickname for him, called him Stids. And he said Stids was progressing well throughout the season, throughout the Zoom, throughout the on the field and off the field activities leading up into the training camp. They said he was diagnosing plays well. He was playing well. He had a big arm. And the organization showed a lot of confidence instead, as he was looking to be the starter come week one. But what has changed now is, obviously, in my opinion, is, like I said, the coronavirus. And I just think the Patriots are just trying to load up at the quarterback position with three guys that are capable of starting and winning games for the Patriots. Like I said, a lot of these teams need to probably follow that lead. You got Colin Kaepernick out here. If I'm a team like the Baltimore Ravens or the Buffalo Bills, the teams of that situation, I would be looking to bring in Colin Kaepernick, man, not only to boast to be one of the better backup quarterbacks in the NFL, also to bolster my quarterback situation. Like I say, with this coronavirus, if your starting quarterback goes down with coronavirus, you have a capable backup in a Colin Kaepernick. And that's one thing that the Patriots will have, no matter who's the starter. If it's indeed Jared Stidham, if he gets coronavirus, you have Cam Newton to come in there. And if God forbid, if he gets coronavirus, you'll have Brian Hoyer to come in. So they have a lot of depth at that position. And I think teams need to take heed and take note, because it seems like the Patriots are always two steps ahead of all the teams in the NFL. And you just tell their brain trust was thinking about this situation. And they made, to me, a smart football move in bringing in Cam Newton to bolster their quarterback quarterback position. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires, man. Definitely Josh McDaniels going to have his homework out there for him to do, because he's got two different quarterbacks. You got two pocket quarterbacks in Brian Hoyer and Stidham. Even though Stidham can move a little bit, he can run a little bit, but he's not a guy that's going to kill you with his legs. And then you got a guy like a Cam Newton who is very versatile, a guy that you're going to want to use his legs, a guy that can you can use actually in a power running game, man. He's actually a guy that, not only can make people miss, but he can run over people, as he did a lot of that in the Carolina Panthers offense. And so it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this thing plays out for the New England Patriots this upcoming season. Now, the Patriots also need to look at other skill position players, man, because, a lot of people blamed Tom Brady last year as far as they said he didn't play well, he didn't play at a high level, he looked like he was every bit of his age, 42 years old, didn't like the same Tom Brady. But from what I saw, the games I seen the Patriots play, they didn't have a lot of talent in the skill position. They had Edelman out there, but he was really their only weapon. He had a subpar season with a lot of drops. I think he played through injury and tried to, be their only playmaker out there on the field, and he struggled. And he had a lot of young receivers that just didn't step up. Rob Gronkowski had left, after winning the Super Bowl the previous season with the team. He had left, so you didn't have a tight end that can make plays down the field. So I just didn't think they had a lot of talent on the field. You had some decent running backs as far as pass-catching running backs, but you didn't have that thoroughbred running back as the running back that they picked the season before out of Georgia, who had a very good rookie season, kind of fell off his sophomore season. So they didn't have a lot of weapons. But with Cam Newton, man, you see what he did with Carolina with not a lot of great receivers. He still made plays, took the team to a Super Bowl, had an MVP type of year. So he might be the quarterback that can cover up some of the lack of production from your skill position players. He'll be able to probably do that, and that's maybe one of the reasons why Belichick them wanted to bring him in. Now, it's going to be very interesting, man. Just, it's an interesting move. It's a move that people were predicting early on in the free agency. Didn't happen that way, and we'll just see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. But another thing I was trying to think about, man, before I did the video about this Cam Newton situation is Colin Kaepernick. I brought him up too earlier, man. A lot of people were speculating maybe will New England be looking to bring in Colin Kaepernick. The key to that whole scenario is Colin Kaepernick has been out the league since 2016. Cam Newton played last year, even though he didn't play that much. He played a few games last year as he got hurt, ironically, in a preseason game versus the New England Patriots. That's when he first hurt his foot. He tried to play when the season began, but did not play well and ended up shutting it down for the rest of the season. And we'll see. And then when a new brass came in and took over the reins of the Carolina Panthers, Matt Rule, he wanted to bring in his quarterback, and he brought in Teddy Bridgewater, brought in the offensive play call at LSU to bring him in, which ran a similar offense that they ran in New Orleans to make the transition a little bit more smoother. And Teddy Bridgewater, one thing about him, he is a pocket quarterback. He makes plays from the pocket, a guy that's very accurate, especially in mid-range, mid-throws, 5 to 7 yard throws. He's very accurate in those type of throws, and he fitted their offense a little bit better than a Cam Newton who's looking to make big plays down the field with his arms and looking to make plays also with his legs. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section about Cam Newton signing a 1-year deal with the New England Patriots worth $1.5 million with the scintillating contract that could pay him $7.5 million if he meets all his incentives. Let me know what you think about this situation. Do this make the New England Patriots the favorite in the AFC East? Does this make them one of the contenders along with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens to come out of the AFC and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl? Let me know what you think. Or you think this is just a guy that's a shell of his former self that took too many hits, not the same quarterback? It showed that last year. Despite the injuries, he hasn't had quite the season he had since 2015 when he was led the team to a 15-1 record, led them to the Super Bowl where they were upset by Peyton Manning in the Denver Broncos. Do you think he's that same quarterback, and he could get back to playing at that level he played at during the 2015 season? Let me know what you think in this comment section. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I'll holla.